Face to Face with Sports podcast series. I'm Jake Gersh. Today I'm fortunate enough to be joined by Buffalo running back and reigning MAC leading rusher, Jaret Patterson. Jaret, thank you so much for joining me on the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
So coming out of high school, you had offers from Air Force, Toledo, and Buffalo, just to name a few. What stood out to you about Buffalo and led you to eventually make the decision to play there?
Really, one of my former high school coaches, Coach Justin Winters, met him my 8th grade year, going into my 9th grade that summer. And him coaching me and him telling me, that he played for the University of Buffalo, and him just, giving me, knowledge, telling us stories about when he played, how he won the MAC championship back in 2008, and then, we started, visiting colleges, and we visited Buffalo, and, it was cool, he showed us, like, former players, that played there. I met Brandon Oliver. I still have a great relationship with him.
Mm-hmm.
I remember meeting Khalil Mack. He came to our high school when he was dealing with his draft process. I met James Starks, and I think just that was cool. And then, Buffalo showed the most love. They offered me and my twin brother James, and that was something we wanted to do. We wanted to go to school together. And then just the people, people also, just how family-oriented they really were, and just how that city really loves their sports.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's really cool that, Khalil Mack visited your school. That must have meant something to you. So moving into your freshman season as a Bull, once you put on that jersey, you topped 1,000 yards and had just under 15 touchdowns. How were you able to make such an immediate impact?
Really, man, I just took it one day at a time. That's my approach to everything. Coming in freshman year, I just wanted to contribute the best way I could, and whatever opportunity I was going to get, I was just going to take full advantage of it. And I had older guys, that showed me how to go about things the right way, and I just really just took it from there.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And building off that previous question, what do you think was, hard about the transition? And what was the transition like as a whole of moving from high school football into college in the MAC at Buffalo?
I mean, it was, of course, the speed, but, man, it wasn't really hard, because we actually gray shirted. We had to wait for 6 months to even enroll into University of Buffalo, and until January. And so until then 6 months, man, we just working out, and really just grinding. And then when we stepped foot on campus, man, I felt like we both, me and my twin brother, man, we just felt ready. Our bodies, our mental. So we just was ready.
Yeah, and I mean, the work ethic, has been eminent throughout your whole entire college career. You took a major leap from your freshman to sophomore year, moving from about, 1,000 yards to just under 1,800 yards rushing, and you got in the end zone 5 more times. How did you improve so much even after such a productive season?
Man, my philosophy, man, is you can never stop improving, man. You can always find little things in your game to improve, whether it's on the field or off the field, and that's still my approach to this day, man. That season I had this end of season, my sophomore year. It was a good season, but just I feel like I still have ways to go. I still can get better, man. I'm the type of guy that's never satisfied with his performance, and I just going to keep on working and just keep my head down and keep going.
Yeah, and continuing with that, how do you value work ethic and training into improving, as you mentioned, as a player, especially moving towards these next levels?
Man, it's big, man. I feel like I got that work ethic, in high school, just like I said, meeting my coaches, Coach Justin, and my head coach, Coach Ian, them guys really, and several other coaches that was around, but they really, worked us hard and really, got us ready for the next level, college football, man. And just me being, I feel like, a lot of coaches a lot of schools, was coming in. They were saying I was undersized. I wasn't quite fast enough. I wasn't quite the ideal back, man, and that just really motivated me. Really made me just work even harder. Just every time I step on the field or I train, man, I give it my all because that's the way I'm built, man. Like I tell everybody, man, when you working out or in practice, man, it gotta hurt, man. You gotta really push to your limits.
Yeah, and focusing on something you just said in that last answer, standing at 5'9", you said it, there's going to be scouts possibly considering you an undersized running back. How have you used that to make yourself a better player?
Just really let it fuel me, man, because it's crazy, man. I see, there are guys that came before me and did it that's been considered undersized, so just telling myself why can't I do it, and just really just let it keep, let me have that chip on my shoulder and just keep going.
Yeah, and you've now completed 2 full college football seasons. What do you still have to prove, and what can you bring to the table for possibly an NFL team in the future?
I really don't. I feel like I don't have to prove nothing to nobody. Mm-hmm. I'm not really proving anybody. I'm not proving anybody. I'm just doing what I love. It's no secret recipe. I'm not trying to prove scouts. You name it. I'm just doing what I love, and I'm just gonna keep going, keep working hard, and just trying to for this junior season. Just really want to win a MAC championship, and just really help the team the best way I can to get wins.
Yeah, and you've made the transition from an overlooked 2-star recruit to now a top running back in college football. What does this mean to you, and what does it mean for low-ranked, high school recruits?
Just really, man. Really, just don't let anyone tell you otherwise, man. People. You're gonna have naysayers, you're gonna have doubters, but you're the person that's in control, man, and yeah, like I said, you're the person that's in control of your destination, as to speak. So you can't really listen to the outside noise or the hype. Really, just gotta block out the noise and have the really tunnel vision and just work.
Yeah, and moving forward into some questions about, your team as a whole, how important do you think it is to have, a good relationship with the other 10 guys on the offense and even the guys on the defense and, extending towards the coaching staff as well?
I think it's huge, man. When you have a team that's, close together, that's in sync, that, that's when guys, will play for each other, that you can depend on, that will do their jobs. And just you trusting the coaches, and I think it's really huge. And I really think this is the year, that we're really going to do something really special again, like we did last year. But it's going to be even more special this year because of all what's going on and things like that.
Yeah, and looking back through the past 2 years, you still have a full, season at least ahead of you at Buffalo. But so far, is there one game or moment that you can point to as, a pinnacle or a high point of your college career so far?
Really, man, I really don't even try to even think about it or have time to think about it, man. I'm just thankful, to just play at the University of Buffalo, man. Just they gave me the opportunity to live out a dream of mine, to play with my twin brother James, to get a great education, and just really, man, I just want to keep building memories because, because it's not the end for me yet. I still have 2 years left, and that's my mindset.
Yep, and my final question for you today, you got a great team returning this year for your junior year at Buffalo. What goals do you guys have, and what's in store for the Buffalo Bills going forward?
Really, man, we really want to win a MAC championship, man. That's definitely one of our goals. This year, man, I feel like it's gonna be a special year, man. I'm the type of person, man. It's all. I think about, the positive side of things, right now we're going through this little, this virus, it's kind of holding us back. But I feel like this year can still be a special year, man, and just people should definitely look out for the Buffalo Bulls.
Yep, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me, Jaret, and best of luck in the coming years at Buffalo and throughout your whole career.
Thank you for having me.